Hey guys, Try5 here. I know that this isn't the best way to celebrate my upcoming 8,000 subscribers, and thank you all so much, by the way. Thank you all so much for your love and support. But there's something we kind of have to talk about, and I don't know if you guys ever noticed it, something that went on during November. November was a bit of a wonky month for me for, some kind of personal reasons, but at the same time it sort of affected the way I'm going to be handling things right now, and I don't know if you guys noticed what happened, but pretty much I'm not going to... It's because of what happened, I'm no longer going to be doing parodies. Now, don't freak out. I'm still going to be doing the Everything Wrong With parodies, just not the honest parodies anymore. If you haven't seen the latest Everything Wrong With parody, it's right here. It's Everything Wrong With Super Smash Bros. Brawl in 16 minutes or less to celebrate the release of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, and Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which I kind of was wishing I could do a video for, but, due to time constraints and everything that was happening during November, I couldn't really get it done with. And not to mention the fact that I wanted to release it the day that Oris came out and the day that Smash Wii U came out, but I couldn't because of what I'm about to tell you. Now, first off, before we move on, I really want to thank my friend Stargamer, who, if you guys can recall from my last video, I've been helping out with his LEGO Sonic series, his LEGO Sonic Remastered series. Right now he's on the Sonic Adventure 2 story arc. Go check that out. And also, I was also in another video he did starring as Green Lantern in a kind of a LEGO thing he did for Phase 3. And, link is right here if you want to go check that out. It's really funny. I really liked it. And you'll appreciate it more if you're into the whole superhero movie thing between Marvel and DC. And I don't know, it's really funny. You should go check that out. Thanks a lot, Anthony. I don't know if I should be saying your name out loud, but thanks, Stargamer. You've put it in your videos. I'm sure it's fine to say. Thanks, Stargamer, so much for helping me out. He was the one who came up with the idea. He pitched it to me. I said, you know what, fine, let's do that. That seems like a really good idea. He was the one who wanted to do it for Smash Wii U, and I thought it was a great idea, so we ended up doing it. He made my work a lot more difficult because I have a certain process that I do when I work on the Everything Wrong With, and he kind of tampered with it, and thanks to that we have such tendencies like #dustiness, and it still makes me laugh every time someone tweets me with #dustiness, or someone just leaves in the comments #dustiness. It still gets a laugh out of me, but it's because he kind of tampered with what my procedure is, that we have something that can make us laugh such like that. So again, thanks, Stargamer. Anyway, as to what happened during November and as to why I got that video up a day after it was supposed to go up, was because Stargamer had pitched me this idea like about, I wouldn't say a month in advance. He pitched it to me like probably at the end of October, really. He pitched it to me then, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure, we can get that, but our times never really met up, so we could, start getting the sins all together, and so we could kind of get an idea as to what was going to happen. So what happened was, one day on October 11th, I wake up and I check my messages on YouTube. I check my comments, and something I don't tend to do very often is because they explode. I don't really check my Everything Wrong With comments that much anymore. I only check them during the first week, because after that they explode and I get comments everywhere. But I still check the Honest Parodies comments every now and then, because I don't get that many comments on those videos. So I got one on my Sonic Lost World one from one Mr. John Bailey. Now, for those of you who actually know the Honest trailers and the Honest game trailers from Screen Junkies and Smosh respectively, you'll know that John Bailey is the one who does the voice for those videos. And I was shocked. I was like, wow, John Bailey saw my video. Okay, this must be really important. I wonder if he liked it or not. And it turns out that he didn't really appreciate what I had done, because I was apparently ripping them off. And I really don't like being called a ripoff, because I never claimed that those videos were mine, and I said multiple times on multiple platforms, be it the title, the thumbnail, well, not really the thumbnail, because I had the Honest trailers thing there. That was my fault. But I said it in the video, I said it in the title, I said it in the description, linking back to both channels, that it was a parody. I never claimed that it was my work. Sorry, just checking the recording to see if it's not messing up. But basically, I said it everywhere that it was not my own work, that it was a work of parody, and I always told who I was parodying, who I was doing a parody of. And I guess he just didn't really take a likeness to it. He said I was ripping them off, and he was saying that it could get my channel taken down, and that it was just a warning. What happened later was that he commented on my Super Mario Sunshine Honest parody, and said basically the same thing, and I got a copyright notice later that day, just as I was about to approach him and tell him, I was like, oh, okay, I really appreciate your work, and I love the work that you do, not only your voice, but the Honest trailers in general, I really love your work. As soon as I was about to go do that, I got a copyright notification on the Sonic Lost World video, and it was down for about 2 weeks. I had checked with my moderators at Channel Federator Network. I had told them about the situation. I told them what was going on. I told them I wasn't really infringing on their copyright because I was saying it was a parody. They couldn't really do anything. They were looking into it, and they knew that I didn't really mean to infringe on their copyright, but they couldn't really do anything about it, so I had to take my own measures. TLDR, or TL didn't listen. I basically went to Define Media, who are the people that are pretty much in charge of the brands like Screen Junkies and Smosh Games and Smosh in general, pretty much. They distribute all these channels. I went to them directly because they were kind enough. Well, I don't think it was that much of kindness, but because they had to provide the copyright infringement with their email, so that's how I was able to contact them and tell them, okay, I didn't really mean to do this, and I hope you guys realize that it was just a parody, and I don't think it's fair that you guys are really doing this to me, and, you know, because parodies are a really big thing on YouTube, and I know that I have to be more careful, yada yada yada. I told them that I apologized for, you know, any inconvenience there was or any misunderstanding there was, and they gave me a few set of details, like, okay, once you do this, this, and that, we can lift the copyright strike and we can give you your video back. I was in no position to complain, as all I wanted was my video back, because it wasn't so much about like all the views and whatever. It's like, because it was really hard work to make that first honest parody, and you know, you got like the entire reason I'm doing parodies now is because of that one video, and it really hurt that they would take that away. Like they just took it away with just a copyright strike, and you know, I fought for my video because I know that you guys really love the video, and I really owe that video so much as to where I am today, and I wouldn't have as many subscribers as I do now if it hadn't been for that video. I mean, I know that I have to thank Everything Wrong with Shadow the Hedgehog mostly, because that's what started the whole Everything Wrong with parodies, but if it hadn't been because of Sonic Lost World, I wouldn't have done the parodies in general. So, you know, even though I may not like the game that much, I still have to thank it for what it did. And, well, they were nice enough to lift the copyright strike as soon as I didn't include Honest in the, you know, you can check out all the changes I did, but basically I had to change the thumbnail, I had to exclude the word honest from all of the parodies, so I just ended up doing that, and, you know, I can just continue making the parodies of game trailer parodies, as I now have to call them, but I don't know, it's just too much of a hassle and too much trouble. I will be doing more in the future, it's just they're not going to be as much. I'm going to try to shift focus to the Everything Wrong with parodies, since that's what you guys really love and there's been a huge demand for it. And, but as for honest parodies, as I used to call them, now game trailer parodies, they're probably going to be a bit more scarce, and, you know, I just don't want to go through that trouble again of, you know, infringing a certain copyright, and that's why I started also putting disclaimers at the beginning of the Everything Wrong With, so that there wouldn't be so much of a problem. And I even contacted CinemaSins about it. They never replied, so I guess you can't really say I didn't warn them, but I just don't want there to be a problem with them either, but, you know, I guess only time will tell. As for the next Everything Wrong With, if you guys are so kind as to watch and you actually care about the updates that I'm giving out right now, the next Everything Wrong With is also not going to be a Sonic one, because I want you guys to know that I don't just play Sonic the Hedgehog games. I also play other kinds of games, and this next one I don't want to reveal what it is, because I don't know how many of you out there really like this game. I personally loved it, but there's like I said, that's not to say that there's nothing wrong with the game. And as you guys know, I only do the cutscenes. I only did gameplay for Brawl last time because Stargamer was the one who suggested it, and he's the one who wanted to do that. If it had been up to me, we would have just done the cutscenes, but whatever. Next one's not going to be a Sonic one. And another reason why it's not going to be a Sonic one, other than the fact that I want you guys to know that I don't just play Sonic, is because I've been getting a huge demand of like Sonic Everything Wrong Withs, and I just cannot keep control with which game I want to do next. I'm going to get to all of them eventually, except for one. I just want to do them in order of how you want to see them. And I've been getting a huge demand of... I won't say which, you can just check the comments. But I don't want to leave any of you out, because I've been doing the whole comment system where I show your guys' comments, and that's kind of depending on which one you want to see. But I don't want to leave any of you out, so what I'm going to be doing is at the end of the next Everything Wrong With, I'm going to leave a link in the description and in the video as an annotation to a poll that I created where you guys can vote on which one you want to win, and the one that does win is the next one I'll be doing. Now, there's a problem with this because I included one that actually I kind of want to retract from there because I want to do something special with it. And actually, I think it's the one that people have been asking for the most, but I don't want to really do that one yet because Stargamer actually suggested something else with it, and I thought it was a brilliant idea because that way it's not just me doing it, but other people doing it as well, and I think we can get that one done really well and really funny, so I want to wait on that one. So I'm probably going to have to change the poll, but still, like, that's the main reason why I'm not doing a Sonic one next. Another thing is, now that I have your attention, hopefully you're still here with me, guys, and the shock was big enough for you to stay, I kind of want to shift my focus, because I know you guys love the parodies, but I don't want to have just parodies of Everything Wrong With on my channel. I am an animator first and foremost, I'm a voice actor second and foremost. Those are more important to me than actually the parodies. And the reason I like the parodies so much is because it actually gives myself a chance to work with my editing skills on the computer, and also to practice with my voice. Even though it's just my normal voice, it still gives me a chance to practice how fast I read, how well I read, and, just, a practice for my voice in general, because I haven't been getting that many voice acting, collaborations as of recent. But I am really trying to get my animation stuff out there. I'm working on little stuff, like little things. If you haven't seen my latest Game Grumps animated, which was the first one I've ever done, check it out right here. I've been getting really positive responses from it. A lot of people are really confused about it, they're really weirded out, but they really seem to like it, and I hope you guys can check it out for yourselves and really like it as well. I'd love to hear your response on it. It's actually gotten kind of big, but not as big as I thought it would get. But anyway, there's that. I'm currently working on a Pokemon one, which this is the first time I've actually kind of collaborated on one, because I didn't do the backgrounds for this one. And my god, they're so beautiful, and I'm going to credit the person who helped me with this in that video, so I really want you guys to check that out, because I'm really excited when it comes to my animations and my own stuff. Like, when it's in Everything Wrong With, it's like, okay, yeah, that wasn't really original, but if you guys want I want you guys to see my more original stuff, and, I don't just do parodies. Like, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it till the day I die. I don't just do parodies, I also do original stuff, and I really want you guys to check that stuff out. Mostly because I'm I think I'm finally going to start working on my original series that I wanted to get out for since even before I started working on YouTube, and I recently came up with another idea which I pitched to a couple of friends, and they loved the idea. They're being so supportive of it. Something that I thought I was going to start working on next year is something I'm already working on right now, just because of how supportive and how awesome they are, and they're so excited for it, and they made me more excited for it. And they really seem very interested. They're helping me with the script, they're helping me with ideas, they're helping me with the voice acting. They're really being supportive with it, and I hope that I can get both series up around the same time. Even though one's going to be longer than the other in terms of how long the episodes are going to be, I really want to work on them at the same time, because something I love doing is animating. It for some reason calms me down so much, it's so soothing. I love doing it, and that's another reason why I really want you guys to check it out. And I mean, don't just be subscribed for one thing, because I do multiple things, and it would really suck that you guys just check out one thing and not the rest of my channel. And there are people who have actually been checking out the other things, and I really want to thank you guys so much. You guys are so awesome. I can't believe we're actually dawning on 8,000 subscribers. You guys are freaking crazy, really. But I love you so much, and thank you so much for your support. I probably wouldn't even be doing this if it weren't for you guys. And it just kind of all happened suddenly, like, it's the cliche kind of story where, oh, I didn't expect this to happen, but it did. It's like, it may be cliche, but that's how it is, and that's how it was. On the subject of people who are going to be helping me with series, I want to congratulate my friend Valerie Cat, who, even though we haven't known each other for that long, she's been a really awesome friend. I've listened to her, she's listened to me, you know, we help each other out with things. She just reached 300 subscribers. I really want to congratulate her on that milestone. Believe me, I remember when I hit 300 subscribers, I was really excited, and wow, I mean, it starts out really small. But then more people start noticing what you do, and they slowly come, first they come really slowly, and then it just explodes, it blows up. So, I mean, you just be patient with things. You can't expect everything to blow up all at once. You just have to, you know, go through the motions, and then people are going to start sharing your stuff, and then it's going to blow up. So, congrats, Valerie, and you can expect something from me on Sunday. Another thing is, and even though I said I didn't just want to be a person who does parodies, I kind of guess I mean that I don't just want to do everything wrong with parodies. I don't just want to be doing that. While my main focus, like I said, is animation and voice acting, I do enjoy doing the parodies, and I do enjoy reading comments from you guys, because I do read them, and sometimes you guys point out stuff that even I didn't notice, and I was like, oh, yeah, you're right, I never noticed that. I just want to know, like, I don't want to just do those parodies. What other gaming media or whatever kind of stuff on YouTube would you guys like me to do in my own style, or parody? Because, like, obviously I'm going to put parody in the title, I'm going to put a disclaimer saying that it's a parody, I'm going to link the original people in the description, but what would you guys like to see me parody next? Like, not just everything wrong with, not just game trailer parodies, but like something else that you think that I would be able to do with my voice, or I don't know, like with my editing skills or something like that. Because you guys are what matter. You guys are the audience. You guys are what are the people who watch it. What do you think I should parody next? Because if you recall from my last Udpates video, I also said I was going to be doing fan animations more often, which is why I did the Game Grumps one. And I'm going to be doing more from like other commentary channels like Brain Scratch Comms, Super Gaming Brothers, many other people that I find very amusing and that I actually watch. Markiplier, Nate Wants to Battle, etc., etc. A lot of other people, and aside from that, I also kind of want to do other parodies, so what would you like to see? Leave it in the description. The description? Leave it in the comments. What's wrong with me? On another note, there's going to be a lot more stuff. I'm assuming it's going to have to wait until next year, but a lot of my friends who are working with me on these series are going to be developing other things by themselves, like comics or mangas or video games, and other such projects that I don't want to, you know, say right now, because they're still in their development stages and they're still in their baby steps, so I don't really want to reveal anything just yet. And I am involved in those series, but that's not why I want to, you know, give a shout out to them. It's because I really have faith in these things, because they seem very... Stop it, Sky! I'm sorry, they seem very passionate about what's going on, and I support them 100%. And believe me, it's not just because I'm involved with those projects, but because I really want to see them have their dreams come true, and, you know, people notice them as well, because that's what friends are for. And I've been having an entire, like, argument because of, like, the series are not going well and stuff. And the problem is they think I don't support them when I actually do, and I'm actually still working on stuff behind their backs for them. Just to surprise them, even though since I've already said that it's probably not going to be a surprise to them anymore. But I am working on a few extra things for them, even if they didn't ask for it, just because I want them to know that I do support them, and, you know, yeah, I mean, I want to see their dreams come true, and not just my dream come true, because my dream is to have their dream come true. And that may seem really cheesy and corny or whatever, but it's the truth. So yeah, I think I've rambled on for long enough. Thanks so much for watching, guys, this new Udpates. I don't know why most of my videos lately have been Udpates, but thank you guys so much for watching. I really want you guys to support my other things. Please don't just support the Everything Wrong With. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't love doing them, but I really love seeing them finished, because those are the only videos where I actually physically get tired from doing them. I actually just like, oh, I want to rest. Everything else, I'm like fresh as a lettuce to do, and there are other things that I just enjoy doing more, such as my animations and such as my voice acting for other people. But anyway, like I said, I guess I have to wrap it up. So tell me what other parodies you want to see in the future. Expect that new Everything Wrong With probably at the end of this week. Happy December, by the way. I forgot to say, happy December. We are about to approach the end of 2014, and my god, it's been a bumpy ride. But I'm glad that I was able to at least enjoy the last moments of this roller coaster ride with you guys, my almost 8,000 subscribers. And just saying that still, it blows my mind because, wow. But yeah, anyway, that's all the time I have for today, and I just don't want to bore you anymore with any more details, so we're gonna leave it here. So anyway, thank you for watching. Stay awesome. This is Char5, signing off.